Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm doing your weekly readings. We are looking at the week of the 14th of October, but really whenever you're guided to watch any video on my channel, that's when you should. That's when it will serve you best. That's the intention behind them. This video, okay. I was just about to say that this video is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I also resonate if you're dealing with a Virgo. We've got a Virgo moon. So we've got three major arcana that flipped out. We have the Judgment card, the World, the Hangman. I feel like for some of you, you're stuck when it comes to making a decision to either resurrect something or let it go. Six of Swords. I feel that it was a lot of drama or a lot of chaos that this particular situation brought in your life. Ten of Wands. It was a burden, absolutely. So it's just a matter of, do I really want to go through this again? The High Priestess. It's something that you have withdrawn from to find peace. Five of Pentacles, but you miss it, or you miss this person. Okay. The Ace of Wands with the Hangman. You may feel an impulse or some sort of an urge to reach out, communication, or maybe this is what is triggering, you know, so that you're receiving communication out of the blue, and now you have to make a decision of what you're going to do with it. The Seven of Swords, Six of Swords with the Seven of Swords. I feel that either your mind is telling you one thing and your heart is telling you another, or your you know what other people would say about the situation. They tell you to keep going. So with the Seven of Swords, so they tell you to kind of walk the other way. But with the Seven of Swords, you're thinking, well, if I'm going to do this, I don't know if I can tell anyone because I know what they're going to say. And the King of Coins. But I do feel that whatever the situation is, it is something that gives you a sense of stability, which is weird because sometimes it brings you chaos, but you still feel stability with having it in your life. The Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is the Mystical Manga Tarot deck. So you are at a point where it's starting something from scratch, okay? This is the energy of the apprentice. So it's where you don't know that much. You're just getting started with something and you're learning as you go, okay? So I'm getting the energy of starting something over. With the Judgment card, it's also like clean slate, okay? If you are going to try something again, it needs to be just treated like a brand new situation if it has a chance of survival or a chance of success, okay? I feel that intuitively you know this with the High Priestess, and your decision for some is about, well, can I do this? Can I completely turn my back on the past and try something over, start it in a different energy? Or is the past going to creep up on me? Am I going to sabotage this? Am I going to self-sabotage? You know what I mean? Because you're still carrying lessons from the past that have caused you to be more wary, doubtful, all the way going to paranoid, okay? It just depends what you've been dealing with. And so the decision for some of you is, I want to do this, okay? Can I do this? All right? Can I completely let go of what happened in the past and start fresh? Is that even possible, okay? Because it was a very, very heavy burden with the Ten of Wands. You've been through a lot when it comes to this situation, okay? However, I do get a sense that whatever this is for you, whether this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or your energy, or the energy around the person or situation you're dealing with, remember these are general, so I have to give you a lot of different scenarios. It was a burden. However, there's still something you see in it as long-term stability. You see that there's potential in this for long-term stability if you just get it right, okay? That's what I hear. If you just get it right, if we could just get it right, if we could just find the right way to do it, I feel like it would be amazing for a long time, you know what I mean? So for some of you, that's what you're dealing with. Now with the Judgment card and the High Priestess together, these two cards are telling you that you know, okay? You already know what you want to do here. You already know what you're going to do. these cards are basically telling you, use your wisdom. You already have the answers you're looking for. Use your wisdom. Also, this is saying the wisdom you're looking for is within. Okay, so there's no point in going around talking to everyone, getting everyone's opinion about it. That's just going to confuse you, because you already have the wisdom. You already have the answers. You just have to follow them, apply them. Okay, with the Judgment card there and the High Priestess. And I do feel that either because of you or the other person, or both of you, if this is a situation of romance, in that you have both experienced lack and missing each other. Okay, so that's why you're contemplating coming back together, or seeing each other, or just starting over. The world can also be about cycles. Because you've been stuck in this lack energy. Okay, you've been looking for a way out. You've been looking for a way to do things differently with the Hangman. So the Hangman with the Ace of Wands can also be inspiration. And just, I'm getting courage to just take a chance to go for it, with a new understanding of the situation, or with a new idea of how you could handle things. And I do feel that for the most part, you understand that if you're going to give this another chance, it just needs to be completely from scratch. Okay? And then it becomes about, okay, how am I actually going to do this? A, can I really trust anyone with this? B, how can I do this? How can I follow this through? What do I need? What's the plan? Okay? For others of you, I do see this as moving. Actually moving. Especially after a time of delay. It may be to do with, because of money not coming in, money not going through, the mortgage being delayed, or the sale of the house being delayed if you're in a chain thing. So, until your house sells, you can't buy your next house, and then until that one is on the market, you can't, and so on and so forth, until those people don't buy a new home, and so on and so forth. So I do see actual moving, okay, for some of you, or this is actual movement, okay, because you have a new understanding of how you're going to go about things. You have something that you haven't tried before, that you just want to go for now, okay? You want to just try it, because that's also with the Ace of Wands there. It's just trying something, just going for it, being spontaneous, believing in what your instincts are telling you, just going for it, okay? And I do feel that for the most part it is understanding that a step back is not necessarily a loss, or a step back is not necessarily a failure. Okay, I don't know how that resonates for you, but that's a very specific message. So I'm getting it in the sense of, for example, for job, you might be looking at something that other people would see as beneath you. But for you, you don't see that. But because that's what other people are telling you, you're like, well, should I go for it then? And I don't know exactly how that would come up, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, someone telling you, well, that's kind of beneath you. Or why'd you go to school for this if you're going to go that way? You know what I mean? That sort of energy. Where you would just have to start from scratch, start from the bottom and work your way up, and you're absolutely okay with that. But I feel it's people around you that doubt it, question it, or tell you that you're too good for something or whatever. But deep down, your heart, your intuition is telling you that this is something that you want to go for, that you should go for. So your guidance becomes listening to your own judgment, using your own wisdom. You already have it, and it's only you who gets to decide in the situation. It doesn't need to make sense for anyone else. It doesn't need to be acceptable to anyone else except you. Okay? So if you do have to keep it to yourself, then you just keep it to yourself. Either people will get on board later on when you start to see results, or You just change the people you talk to in your circle of friends or your social circles to like-minded people, to people who understand what you're doing and support you unconditionally. You don't have to explain yourself to them. Okay? So we're definitely looking at the energy of starting new cycles or restarting. It's restarting a cycle, but it treating it like a brand new cycle. Okay, if that's what you're trying to do. Listening to your instincts and just going for what you know will make you happy. And if you have to keep it to yourself for now, then that's what you're doing. Okay? But whatever you're going for, you know in your heart it will bring you long-term stability and long-term happiness, however it applies. Okay? So that is your reading, Virgo. I hope that it makes sense, okay? I hope that it resonates. I hope it helps if you're dealing with these energies. Thank you so much for the love, for your support, for the views, for the likes, shares, subscribes, okay? And comments. I really, really appreciate it, okay? Remember to watch all your signs. Make the most of this energy, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.